Samtastic, back with some more Guild Wars Vanquishing fun. And ironically, after that last video I put up, there was an enemy that I came up against that I was actually unable to beat in the Mirror of Lyss. I vanquished every enemy except Yammiron, Etherlord, and his little posse, and I was actually unable to finish them off, which kind of bummed me out, but I was, in fact, able to set up a group that took him out fairly easily, and to show that I do know what I'm talking about, there you can see my Alonian Vanquisher title. I did actually get it, so let's go ahead and throw that on hard mode. And in the Mirror of Lyss, right around over here, there's the boss patrols right in this region over here. And I'm going to show you how to take him out. And the way that I managed to do that, basically he's a Roaring Ether boss, and the Roaring Ethers slam a bunch of AoE mesmer skills on you. And it's painful to deal with. So I dealt with the process by not really letting them use the spells the way that they like to, and I ditched Thackeray and brought in Norgu, and Gwen's just going to have to be happy with that. And so I basically took Gwen's build, threw it on Norgu with Psychic Instability, and for 100 gold got me Fast Casting +2 rune to pump that up to 12, which gets you 4 seconds of knockdown on that Psychic Instability. It's brutal. And on Gwen, I just threw on a panic build that I pulled from somebody else. That I used this build to do the Assault on Lion's Arch quest. And so we got Panic, Mistrust, Unnatural Signet, Cry of Frustration, Chaos Storm, Power Drain, Waste Not, Want Not, and Shatter Hex. And there's the template code if you want it. If you can read that, it's the 1080p template code. And also, what's been very effective for some of the other vanquishing and quests and things that I've been doing, including but not limited to, doing the Villainy of Galrath on hard mode. And I had to, for one of the Zaishin Vanquish quests, I had to do Deldrimor Bowl, and there are a bunch of monks there which were a real pain that I was just not able to deal with. So one of the problems is they've got some really powerful condition removal, and so I had to change up my own build a little bit. I just threw some stuff together. That's why it's called Goofball. Club of 1,000 Bears, Zealous Sweep, Chilling Victory, Test of Faith, Brawling Headbutt, Tryptophan Signet, Rending Aura, and Avatar of Dwayna. For Gwen, I am using a remarkably effective build here. That one. It is Crippling Anguish, Arcane Conundrum, Sum of All Fears, Signet of Distraction, Signet of Disruption, Backfire, Power Spike, and Shatter Enchantment. And there is the template code for that. You can figure it out. And I also ditched Vec in order to bring in Livia, who's running with Life Transfer, Defile Enchantment, Strip Enchantment, Chip Lanes. As you can tell, I was not happy with dealing with those monk enchantments. Blood Ritual, Defile Flesh to make those monks even more useless, and Rigor Mortis to make the warriors even more vulnerable, as well as Signet of Lost Souls for energy management there. And it's working out pretty well. It's nice to be able to slam all that degeneration down on everybody, but for this area, you kind of need... I actually haven't tested this run without Vec. I needed Vec to take on... When I did it, I used Vec to take on some of that Earth Magic build to take on some of the other enemies here pretty effectively. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and leave Livia in the party and get that panic on Gwen there. So we are going to get this underway. Okay, so here we are on the Mirror of Lyss, and if you're exiting from Kodash Bazaar, you can pop over here to the Wispers Informant and get yourself your elemental hunt. And if you don't know how this works in hard mode, for every elemental you kill, you get 6 Lightbringer points, and for every elemental boss you kill, you get 6 Lightbringer points for every elemental that you killed before it, up to 150 points. So normally, coming out here, you'd want to make sure that your build's going to work against Yammiron, but you'd want to kill off some elementals first to get the most out of that Lightbringer title. And the first thing I'm going to do over here is clear a little bit of a pathway by taking out these behemoths, because Yammiron's going to make his little track up here, and I'm going to be waiting for him. So we'll lure you guys out of your little hidey holes, and the The Gravebane I want to take out first because I want to use all the corpses. And stop that. So, here we go. Trying to kill me. I'm not going to let it happen. And you want to get all of those enemies clumped up as much as possible so that panic is as effective as you can make it. And here we got all our... get everything we need? Looks like it. So what I'm going to do is, as he's coming up here, I'm going to go ahead and flag all of my heroes right about here. And I'm going to peg him with Pain Inverter and then run like a little wuss. So there's that. It hurts. They get some of their spells off, and you lose all of your energy. And then you want to take out the Roaring Ethers first, because they have those res signets. And so you want to prevent them from being able to use those. So after that, let's go down. So that way you don't have to kill Yammiron twice, basically. Because you can see this is pretty brutal. So they've already used up the reses. I'm also getting attacked by these stupid beetles because I was not paying attention. And there you see Yammiron has gone down like a sack of potatoes. Get rid of these guys. Throw Pain Inverter on that rain just for kicks. And some fire. Burning. Yep. You guys can all go down. And, yeah, so a couple of my party members took a fall there, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big a deal. They're going to get rezzed, and in hard mode, you're going to get that death penalty back pretty quickly. You leave Gwen alone. So, at some point, people are going to start getting rezzed. Those beetles are gone. And so, yes, Yammiron is dead. His group got taken out pretty quickly, and that's kind of the best way to deal with him. Especially if you leave him for last, you don't have to worry about those other groups. You can pull those off and kill those separately. But yeah, so you do kind of want to pull them into a cluster so that you can get the most out of panic and psychic instability, and you can easily take that jerkwad of little Mesmer boss down with his little disconnected head. It's kind of cool. And there you have it. And you will see me later.